Researchers slid people into a brain scanner and asked them to picture themselves today, then to picture a total stranger, then to picture themselves 10 years from now. The future version lit up the brain like the stranger. Not like them. Your brain treats your future self as a different person, and that glitch, not weak willpower, is why you can't save money. Think about what saving actually asks of you. Give up something real today for someone your brain barely believes exists. That's the trade. Pizza tonight versus a stranger's comfort decades away. No wonder the money never makes it to the account. You've been told this is a discipline problem. Just try harder, budget better. So you download the app, you build the spreadsheet, you promise yourself Monday, and by Friday the money's gone again, and you feel like a failure. Here's what nobody tells you. The failure was built into the plan. Willpower was never the tool for this. It was always going to run out, because you're fighting instincts that once kept your ancestors alive. A brain built for a world where saving didn't even make sense. For almost all of human history, there was no future to save for. You ate when you had food. You couldn't bank a surplus of berries. The urge to grab now, while now exists, is millions of years old, and it does not care about your retirement account. Let's start with that stranger in the brain scanner. The researcher behind that study is named Hershfield. He found something that reframes the entire problem with saving. When you picture your future self, your brain goes quiet. It reacts the way it does to a stranger on the street. Now connect that to money. Saving means taking cash from you and handing it to that stranger. Your brain balks. Why sacrifice for someone I don't even know? But Hershfield found the flip side too. People whose brains saw more overlap with their future selves saved more. The gap between now you and later you isn't philosophy, it shows up in the account. Hershfield even tested a fix for that gap. He showed people a digitally aged photo of their own face, a wrinkled, graying version of themselves, staring back. Then he asked how much they'd set aside for retirement. The ones who met their older face put away far more. Seeing the stranger become you was enough to loosen the grip. And that gap has a partner. Economists call it present bias. Offer someone $100 today or $120 in a month. Most grab the 100 now, even though waiting pays a huge return. But flip it. 100 in a year or 120 in 13 months. Now almost everyone waits the extra month. Same wait, same reward. The only thing that changed was the word today. Today hijacks the brain. It glows in a way later never can. It's why I'll start saving next month feels so easy to say. Next month you is a stranger. Let him handle it. But next month arrives and it's you again, making the same choice. You'd think seeing this coming would be enough to stop it. It isn't. Because there's a quieter trap hiding inside every raise you've ever gotten. Remember how the last one felt. Breathing room for about a month. Then it vanished. A nicer subscription, faster shipping, dinners you stopped counting. Your spending rose to swallow the extra. It always does. There's a law for it. Expenses expand to fill the income available, so the raise you swore you'd save became your invisible new normal. You didn't choose to spend it, your lifestyle just crept up to meet it. And even when you try to save, your brain fights dirty, because saving doesn't just feel like waiting, it feels like losing. Two psychologists, Kahneman and Tversky, proved something brutal about us. Losing hurts about twice as much as winning feels good. Now watch what that does to saving. Moving money to savings isn't a gain. It leaves your spendable life. Your brain files it under loss. A cut to the lifestyle you have now. So saving 100 stings twice as hard as spending it felt good. You're not lazy for hating it. Your brain is screaming that you're losing. But here's where it gets really interesting. Because there's a reason spending stopped feeling like losing at all. In the 1990s, researchers described the pain of paying. Handing over cash physically hurts. The brain reacts like it senses a threat. That sting is a break. It makes you pause before you buy. Researchers at MIT put it to the test with auction tickets. Half the bidders paid cash, half paid by card. The card group bid up to twice as much for the same seats, same tickets. The only difference was how much it hurt to pay. Now look at how you pay for everything today. A tap. Cards. One click. Buy now, pay later. All engineered to kill that sting. And when the pain of paying dies, the break dies with it. Saving has the opposite problem. It's all pain and no reward. Buy a jacket, and a box arrives at your door. A prize you can hold. Move that same money to savings, and you get a slightly bigger number. One firework, one spreadsheet cell. Your brain knows which it prefers, so it does the math it was built to do. Painless pleasure now, painful nothing later. It picks now, every time. And it isn't only your salary that slips away. Think about the last surprise money you got. A refund, a bonus. Money you earn feels serious. Money you find feels like play money. So the refund that could have started your savings is gone by Sunday. Same dollars. Your brain just keeps them in a looser pocket. The easiest money to save is the first money we burn. So if no one could ever save given all this, how does anyone? For decades, we assumed the answer was willpower. That savers just had more. We built the whole idea of saving on that one assumption. Just want it badly enough. Grit your teeth. Say no. And every time you failed, it only confirmed the story. You just weren't strong enough. But the science pointed elsewhere. Then a marshmallow ruined the willpower story for good. In the 1960s, Stanford sat small kids in front of one marshmallow. Eat it now, or wait 15 minutes and get two. Most caved. But some held out. And for years we called them stronger. Then researchers looked at what the waiters actually did. They didn't stare it down and grit their teeth. They turned around, they covered their eyes, they sang, they looked away. The ones who won didn't outmuscle the temptation. They removed it from sight. It was never willpower, it was strategy. And that single detail breaks the whole willpower myth open. The people who are good at saving are not stronger than you. They've just stopped relying on the weakest tool in the box. They don't choose to save with fresh discipline every single day. They remove the choice. They never see the marshmallow. The money moves to savings automatically, the day it lands, before their present self ever gets a vote. Economists Thaler and Benartzi built a program around exactly this. They called it Save More Tomorrow. And it was almost sneaky. Instead of asking people to save more now, which hurts, they had them commit future raises to savings in advance. Saving money you don't have yet is painless. There's no loss to feel. People who wouldn't save a cent signed up in droves. Their savings soared. Nothing about their willpower changed, only the timing of the decision did. This is the reframe. Saving was never a test of character. It's a design problem, and design beats discipline every time. For most people, spending is effortless and saving takes work. Every good saver has quietly flipped that around. They made saving automatic and spending just a little harder. So what do you actually do with this? You stop fighting your brain with willpower it will never sustain. And you start designing around it the way the savers do. First, automate one transfer. Even $5, the day you're paid. Not because $5 matters, because it takes the decision away. Second, make your future self real. He isn't a stranger, he's you. Remember that aged photo? Make him that vivid in your own head. Write him a sentence. Picture his Tuesday. Make your brain believe he exists. Third, add friction to spending. Delete the saved card. Log out. Put one boring day between wanting something and buying it. The urge that felt so urgent almost always fades by morning. None of this is about becoming a more disciplined person. It's about needing less discipline in the first place. Because you were never the problem. You are not weak. You are not broken. You're running ancient survival software in a world of one-click temptation. The people with full savings accounts didn't win a war against themselves. They stopped fighting one they were always going to lose. They built a system and let it carry what willpower couldn't. The moment you stop blaming your character, the whole thing gets lighter. A decision you make once can't be lost on a hard day. And if you want to understand why spending feels so good in the first place, the dopamine loop that fires before you've even bought the thing, that video is next.